Hi everyone, Miss Kinross here. This video is about converting decimals to fractions. So if we have a think about our decimal place value system, we are talking about tenths, hundredths, thousandths, tens of thousandths, and so on. If we say it out loud, it makes a lot of sense. So here we've got 0.6, or we would say 6/10. So once we've said 6/10, we should be able to picture it as a fraction. We've got 6/10 or 6/10. Let's have a look at a different example. We've got 0.07. The 7 is in the hundredths column. So what we're looking at here is 7 hundredths. A lot of people get a bit confused because the 7 is the only digit that they can see. What we need to focus on is the place value column of that digit, and in this case it is in the hundredths column, so we are looking at 7 hundredths. Here we've got one that has more than one digit, so we've got 0.964. What we'll remember doing from our introduction to fractions topic earlier is that actual decimal here is saying 9/10 plus 6/100 plus 4/1000. We can simplify all of that into 964 over 1000. So that particular decimal is 964 over 1000. What we really need to focus on is that a lot of the time we can then simplify the fraction that we create. So here I'm looking at 5/10. So if I've got 5/10, I can then simplify that by finding my highest common factor, which is 5 in this case, and dividing both of those numbers by the highest common factor. And so we would get half. So 0.5, that's one that we should have in our head already as one that we do know does represent half. So that is a nice, easy example there. But it's always important to make sure that we do try to simplify first. 0.25 is another one we should have in our head as a quarter, but let's have a look at why it is a quarter. So 0.25, I've got 25 hundredths. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide both of those by the highest common factor, which in this case is 25. If I divide them both by 25, I end up with 1/4. And the last example here is 0.45. So similar to the one above, we've got 45 hundredths. And in this particular example, our highest common factor is 5. So we're going to divide both of those by 5. So 45 divided by 5 is 9, and 100 divided by 5 is 20. So our fraction there, our decimal 0.45 is 9/20. So it's just under half, and if we think about it, 0.45 is just under half as well. Okay, so that is how we can convert from decimals to fractions. I hope it makes sense. The important thing to remember is to always have a go at simplifying when we get to our answer. Because if we don't simplify it, we're not really coming up with the best way of representing it as a fraction. Hope you now understand it. Thank you.